What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Spurs Hangout Spot, where we talk about everything San Antonio Spurs basketball, from news, rumors, opinions, and more. So let's get into it. All right, so the latest rumor floating around is that KD has interest in joining the Spurs, and the Spurs have interest in bringing in KD. Now, I want to say that I would absolutely love to have KD on the squad. I think KD fits in perfectly with what we need and where we need that help at, which is a wing with outside shooting. Um, I definitely think KD fills that role perfectly, even at his age, which I think he'll be 37 come this September. He's still playing at a high level. He's still playing at an all NBA level. Yes, that can fall off at any minute, any year. That can go downhill, but just going off of how he is now, you still got to take him that he's going to be an all NBA type player coming into next season. I think he averaged like 26.6 points per game, 6 rebounds, 4.2 assists, shot 52.7% from the field and 43% from three. So he definitely feels the need for what we need. Again, much outside shooting needed for the squad. And with that being said, I'll feel much better with drafting Harper and bringing Harper in because now we could bring Harper off the bench and he won't have to run out there with Castle and Fox at the same time. And KD will still provide that outside shooting that we need. Now, with that being said, I would not, I would absolutely not give up the number 2 pick or Stephon Castle to bring KD in. Those are a no-go for me. If we have to give up either one of those, then I'm fine with passing on KD and letting another team pick up that 55 million that he'll be owed next year. But I just think he's a little bit too old at this point to give up so much of your squad and of your future for him at this point in his career. 30-year-old Giannis who's still playing at an MVP type level, I'll do it. But KD at this point in his career for his age, I can't give up that much. Um, Again, if I have to give up that, I don't want him. Now, if we were able to bring in KD, the squad I would run is Fox at the 1, Castle at the 2, KD at the 3, Jeremy Sohan at the 4, and Wemby at the 5. And I still think that's an excellent lineup. And we could bring Harper off the bench and maybe Harrison Barnes if we're able to keep him, or another big, to come off the bench at that 4th spot. But I still think that's an excellent lineup, that can give teams a lot of trouble. I don't like it as much as my Giannis lineup. If we were able to get Giannis, I think that team is still a lot more potent and uh, better defensively. But KD would still be a nice fit. And I know some people don't want to bring him in because of his age. And like again, I said he's making 55 million this upcoming season. But he's still playing at an all NBA level, and you can't deny that. Yes, at any minute, any season that can start to go downhill, it can go downhill real fast. But going off history and how he's been playing the last couple of years, you got to take him for what he is at this point, which is still a high level, all NBA type player out there on the floor. Again, 43% from three, man, that will open up so much offense for Wemby. They got to stay true on KD when he's out there. Fox can drive, kick to an open KD. Kals can drive, kick to an open KD. If they put pressure on the rim and draw players in, he can even kick out to Wemby. So having him on the floor will open up so much for us and what we need. We need a bona fide second scorer. Yes, we have Fox, who's, again, he's a great scorer. But you can't compare his scoring to what KD can do. In my opinion, you can't. Now, I know a lot of fans want to harp on the fact that, oh, he didn't win in Brooklyn. He didn't win in Phoenix, these last couple of years that he's played. But the Brooklyn situation, you really can't blame him for that. They had a lot going on between Kyrie and Harden just really wasn't his self. You could tell he was trying to get out of there. And even with all that going on, he was an inch away off the 3-point line for helping that team get to the finals. So he still did his part. And as far as Phoenix, that team just wasn't that team wasn't built right. Well, we know for sure the team wasn't built right. You had three of the same type players on offense doing the same, pretty much playing the same type game between him, Booker, and Bill. And neither of those guys really played lockdown type defense, So that team was just built bad from the start, now that we look at it. But I think it'll be totally different with our team because you got a generational big right there, a defensive guy, who can help cover some of that up. You got a on ball point of attack defender in Castle and other guys, who can help. And then you have so much, that I think the team would be a lot better suited for him. And you can kind of throw away that notion that he can't help a team win because again, he's still playing at the all NBA type level, and he definitely can help you get a win. So again, that's the latest rumor. I just want to bring this video and get you guys' opinion on what you think about bringing KD in. Do you think he's the perfect fit, which I think he is? Again, it have to be for the right price. Can't give up too much for him. Or do you think we should just kill the KD talk, don't worry about it, and continue to build with the young guys, even if we need that veteran leadership and we need, a big wing in that position. So let me know what you think down in the comments. But until then, go Spurs.